you have a spiritual practice?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
I do meditation every day, 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes at night. It's called transcendental meditation. And I learned it from a woman called Nancy Cook Guerrera, who studied with the Maharishi. She's in her late 80s. And it's been really calming for me and allows me to sort of focus on what matters, on how to stay present. And I feel that spiritual practice is essential for human beings. I think it's essential that you have to have some spiritual practice.
But isn't also your Prac work and your art and your painting, that's how I would think your spiritual work shows itself.
Yeah, that's how I meditate, but for actually, that's how I release it. That's how I get it out and express it. But in order to sort of realign myself every day and to stay in the now and present, I find that this meditation really, really helps me.
Is that how do you honor yourself?
By being truthful to myself and to others, and by standing in that truth. Authenticity for me was the goal for 2010. And I remember saying to myself, I woke up one night in 2009, and I thought in 2010 I begin again. Because I made a decision at some point in the last 2 years that I wanted to live. And that was a huge shift for me. I always assumed I would die because I never did. And when I decided that I was going to live, and then I realized I want to. So in 2010, I begin again. And that was the mantra of honoring myself, of realizing that I am entitled to and I deserve to. And
how did you do that?
For too many years, not accepting who I was and trying to change the things that I thought were defects, or trying to discourage my authenticity, or trying to quell all of me. For a long time, Oprah, I felt I was too much. A lot of people have said that I'm too much. I love too big. I feel too much. I do everything too much, and I would diminish myself and try to be smaller so as not to feel too big. And I think self-acceptance, is a lofty title, but when you actually can bring it into practice, it frees you. It frees you to be who you truly are and accept that there are things you're not as good at or you still need to learn, but that your value as a human being is equal to everyone else.
And self-acceptance, as you now know, puts you in alignment with God, because God is always accepting of who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to not accept yourself means you're resisting the will of God.
Exactly right. And I think for a long time, I was raised as a Catholic girl with memorizing the Mass. My mom was part of the parish council, and there was a lot of, you are a sinner. You're a sinner, you have to forgive yourself, and it kind of pushed me away from what I thought spirituality was. And then, I realized that any road to God, whether it is Catholicism, Buddhism, anything,
or Prac,
or children, or loving. Loving is an art.
It's the big road.
Right, it's an art, and that's what God is about. As you can love yourself, as you can love others, then you're pretty much there.